everybody, welcome back. Come on back here real quick. I got this funny little recipe today and a funny little craft. We're doing the chicken Alfredo bake. This was big on Instagram probably about a year ago and I never tried it. Today's the day. So before we get started, let's have a cool drink in my cool glass. It's preseason, Texans already lost, and I used to be a huge Houston Oiler fan when I was a kid, so I'm bringing out my gas station glass. That's right, got this when you filled up at the Mobil station, probably 78, 79. This is what you got. You got a Houston Oiler glass with every fill up. So we had a lot of glasses. We had the Cowboys, we had the Oilers, and it was exciting. It was exciting. And we're gonna add some wine. I've never tasted this before. I'm kind of interested. It's the real classy stuff with the twist off cap. And I was going to tell you guys, it was a little hard to open this, and I made several of these. I want to show you how easy they are. They're the lining for your dishes or basically your drawers. You're going to get these, you're going to cut them in circles, and they work perfectly. They're good grippers, and I don't know who gives out grippers anymore. I don't think anybody does. Banks used to give them, insurance companies. I don't see them anymore. So let's get a little sip of this, see what it tastes like. It's berry wine, and that's what I'm supposed to have. This is the gold. It won the Coast Competition Sweet Red Blend. I don't know. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. Let's take a big sip. Put that way over there. Okay. Let's take a sip. Not bad. I didn't even add any Sprite. Like I tell you, I'm a weak wine drinker. I'll add Sprite Zero or something, or 7-Up. This is pretty good. I like it. So anyhow, big cheers, guys. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're staying cool out there. It's pretty toasty, but I'm counting down the days till fall. I can't wait. Come on, I need some pumpkin spice in my life. So come on back here. I've never had this before. We're going to do this together. Looks so good. The girl showing this off is pretty hot looking, and I thought, I'm eating what she's eating. So that's why I copied down everything on the recipe, and we're going to try it. It was big on TikTok and Instagram. She got thousands of hits. So let's do this. So the first thing you're going to do, like I tell you, it's a chicken Alfredo bake. But if you want to make it a little heftier for yourself, add it to a side of pasta or brown rice, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to add a little bit of brown rice because it's a little clean for me. I was like, I'm a big eater. So first you're going to start off with your broccoli. And if you don't like something, leave it out. You could add cauliflower to this. If you don't like broccoli, I know people don't like it. So anyhow, you don't have to grease your pan. It's no big deal because it's going to be soupy. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my broccoli, cut it in little chunks, mouth chunks, whatever size of your mouth. You don't want a huge and broccoli's getting cheaper. I can't believe it. It was on sale and I was like, this is going to be a winner. I thought this isn't going to cost more than $10. This is pretty good. So you're going to take that. Then you're going to layer with your chicken. If you want to make chicken thighs, chicken breasts, that's up to you. I went out, I do the rotisserie chicken about once a week. I cut up mine in chunks. I thought about buying some and making some in the air fryer, so you decide, you do what you want to do. So I thought I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to do this and shred some chicken and add it. I diced the chicken, kind of shredded it. And the reason we always have so much chicken right here is because I love chicken salad. I just like chicken salad like once a week. I put it on celery, I put it on cracker. It's just one of my favorites. So I think we can add all this. Let's add all this. Super easy, super easy. Hope you're doing great. Thank you for stopping by. I was going to tell you, if you're my gambling buddies, I love you. But if you're my pet friends, I love you too, because I enjoy watching everybody's sweet little dogs, sweet little cats. I just love it. I just love it. And everybody, y'all treat your animals so good. I love that. I love that. Big kisses to y'all. Everybody, I always think, oh my gosh, I want Ari's pool. I want Shelly's backyard. I want the outfits that my Kai's wearing. Y'all treat your animals great, and big kisses to y'all. I love that. Okay, so you're gonna add your broccoli, your chicken, and then you're going to add your mix. And this is no big deal. This is how she cut down on calories. She did half Alfredo. She did the chicken Alfredo. Buy the one you like. It doesn't have to be, the expensive one, whatever. This is the Walmart, Bertolli, $2.47. And you're gonna mix it with almond milk or 2% milk. And I'm gonna add, this is half cup, but I'm gonna add 1 cup only. And I already used a little bit for my first batch. So anyway, let's see how this goes. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of the milk. A little bit of the milk. Just, I'm gonna do half cup on that one. Half cup, yeah. Half cup and then 2 of the Alfredo. And you're gonna mix this. You're gonna mix this. And if you need a little bit more, because this isn't a very big batch, you know, this is kind of the middle size. If you're doing the big pan for a lot of people, potluck, you know, holidays, whatever, you're gonna need to probably double that. So, you know, you decide. And this is, like I tell you, this recipe is everywhere. So you're going to, after you mix, you're gonna drizzle on here, and you're gonna mix it anyway. So let me see, okay. Let me see that, okay, we've already added that. Salt, pepper, whatever you want to do. Garlic, salt. I like pepper flakes. That's just my deal. I love pepper flakes on everything. I know it's for pizza. I use it on everything. A little bit of salt, not much, because, you know, the Alfredo sauce is already, maybe I'll add a little bit more, because last time I remember it just felt like it needed something on my last casserole that I did. And some pepper. I love black pepper. Okay, and let me get that out of here. Okay. Like I tell you, add lemon pepper, add the garlic salt, add the cayenne pepper, whatever you want. I'm keeping mine kind of plain because I'm kind of plain anyway. And you're going to top it off with the cheese you want. Use the mozzarella, use the Parmesan. I'm going to use the mozzarella. I'm going to add the little, grated, thin grated. Whoops, that's almost too much. Okay, whoops, went a little overboard there. Okay. And you're just gonna kind of stir that. You don't have to stir it around, but you know, make sure that everything's kind of incorporated in there. You want it to actually make it like, not really wet, but you want a good mix to make sure it gets down to the bottom. Just to make sure it gets down to the bottom. As you can see, it's thicker on one side there. Super good, guys. You know what, I might add a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the mix. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more. It's a little dry. My other one was smaller, that's why I got confused. Okay, let me add a little bit more milk, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more of my mix, just a little bit. Okay, that should be enough. That should be enough just to make sure I get all the corners all wet here. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Yeah, I was trying to compare hers to mine, and I was like, hers didn't look this dry. Okay, there you go. Okay, and you can mix the cheese in there. You can top it off on top. You decide. You want it all kind of crusty on top. Put it in the broiler. That's even better. But I think this is perfect. I think it's perfect. I'm gonna get a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more. And this was on her low carb deal, but she used almond milk. And she's not gonna add fettuccine or anything. She says this is a copycat. That's how it got so popular. It's a copycat of the Alfredo chicken at Olive Garden. And she swears it's good, so we're gonna find out. So you're gonna put this in the oven, 350 for 15 minutes. 15, 20 minutes, you know, something this big, I would probably go about 17 to 20. But my other one, and like I tell you all the time, guys, let me put this over here. Like I tell you all the time, through the magic of TV, I'm excited. Ooh, this is still hot. Okay, this is still hot. I'm gonna bring my little hot plate over here. Okay, look how good it looks. Look how good. Still a little warm. I'm gonna get my little plate, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and just use a spoon. I don't care. I'm gonna get a little corner here. Get a little corner. Oh, it looks good. I'm gonna try a little bit. And like I tell you, hers was a little more healthier than I cared for. I mean, I'm dieting, but not, you know, crazy dieting. And I'm gonna add a little bit of brown rice. I love brown rice. I like the wheat pasta. I like the veggie pasta I used last week. You decide if you want to make it heartier. And, you know, like I tell you, some people, you know, they don't want, you know, they want something good. You know, they want something that sticks to their bones at night, you know. I want something heartier. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that. Add a little bit of the brown rice. And I like brown rice. You can use white rice if you want to. Jasmine rice is good. So let's try this. Ooh, I like how cheesy it is. Let me see. It's almost too cheesy. Okay. Wow. I gotta tell you guys, it's good. It's really good. Yeah, she said it was good. She's like, this is like one of her favorites. And I thought, I'm trying this. And it takes 3 or 4 items. Not gonna break the bank. Maybe $10, $12. Get your chicken, $5 at Costco, and if not, Walmart has rotisserie chicken, or find the chicken and bake it yourself. You know, put it in the oven. Get the thigh meat. Wow. I really like that. And I like mine with rice and stuff. I didn't think I wanted it by itself. In fact, you know me, I'm a dip girl. I thought I might be eating this with chips. I thought that's just the way, I'm always thinking about dips. Well, anyway, let me move this out of the way. Oh, here, I'll keep this here. Okay, I'm doing a rerun on my project. I know. I've already done this before. This is a rerun. I didn't have a lot of time this week. But save your corks. That's why we drank wine today. Big sip. Let me take a sip before I choke. Well, that's good wine. I got to tell you, that's pretty good. Okay, get your corks. Don't throw them away. Make a collection. No, I didn't drink all this wine. I'm not a big wine drinker, but I went to a store one time and they had big boxes, like shoe boxes full of them, and I bought. They were going out of business. I said, let me just buy all these corks. I'm a crafter. So you can take the top of a box, top of a cigar box. Well, I like this song. Who is this? The Hollies. Oh, I love this song. You hear it? So you take a cigar box and you just add, I didn't have to glue. I could have. Look, you just stack your little corks in here and you make a hot plate. I love this idea. I love this idea for a hot plate. Like I tell you, I had my little casserole on top of that. Here's the ones, when I start saving them, I put them in my glasses because I have all these glasses. So, I use them to keep my glasses. I use them to keep my corks. These were the little magnets I made. I added just a fake little plant here, and it's got a little magnet in the back. And these are on my refrigerator. I like the way they looked. I thought they were cute. These would make really cute gifts. You work in an office, everybody likes a magnet. At least I do. When I go on trips, I always get a magnet. So I kind of like those. And all I did was I kind of just I screwed in a little bit of an ice pick, and I added the glue, and I added my stem. And then the last one, a necklace. Love this. Use the button. Use the coffee hook. The little, I think was it the little coffee hook thing? No, it was the picture hanging set. Had a little loop. I used it. I put the button here as a decorative, added a little tassel, and blinged it out. And I love this one. Oh, my shirt says, if you think I'm cute when I'm mad, I'm about to be gorgeous. I've never worn it before. I have so many cool t-shirts. Ooh, thunder. I have very cool t-shirts. This one's from the Houston Rodeo. I got it probably 2 years ago, and I thought, I'm wearing that today. She looks like Sophia Loren, doesn't she? God, I like this, guys. I'll wear this, if I wear like a high neck or like a solid shirt and it's boring. I just like, And plus I heard long necklaces make me look taller, but I don't think that works. So I appreciate you coming by, guys. Big kisses, big cheers, big sip, and have a great week. Try this out. I think you're gonna like it. If you're dieting, just keep it to the casserole bake. If you don't, if you want to add something hearty, add your pasta, add your rice. Okay? See you on the next one. Bye.